Chapter 11. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The Su family villa. Su Zijin stood there with a face full of anger, and Su Xiaoyao and Su Zijin were sitting on the sofa. I was wondering how this beast had the courage to leave the Su family. It turns out that there is someone behind him. We, the Su family, have provided him with food and clothing for so many years, but we didn't expect that he would give up such an ungrateful person. It was Su Zijin who was speaking. His face was full of anger and ferocious, and he kept saying that Su Xiaoyao was wrong. Su Zijin, who was on the sofa, heard this and persuaded him. Dad, you can't blame him for all this. After all, our Su family has really treated him well over the years. What is it? I gave birth to him, raised him, and provided him with food and clothing for so many years. How have I let him down? Enough. Just as the two were arguing, the door upstairs opened and a sharp voice came out. It was Su Zijin, who was standing upstairs looking at his father, his eyes red, and said angrily. You always say he's wrong. What about you? You said you gave birth to him and raised him. You gave birth to him, but did you raise him? You said you provided him with food and clothing, but have you ever calculated how much money he has spent from home over the years? The day he came to the Su family, he was wearing clothes that had already turned white, and he was still wearing the same clothes when he left. Have you bought him a new piece of clothing in the 2 years since he came to the Su family? Oh, yes, there is also this money. Do you know what this money is? This is the money he spent on meals in our Su family for the past 2 years, and he has already returned it to the Su family. Tell me, what have you raised him for? As she spoke, Su Zijin took out a stack of cash that Su Xiaoyao gave her that day from her bag and threw it out fiercely. Suddenly, banknotes began to rain down from the upper part of the villa hall, and a stack of red banknotes fell to the ground. Su Zijin was so angry at this scene that his face turned blue. He pointed at Su Zijin with trembling fingers and couldn't speak for a long time. Su Xiaoyao and Su Zijin, who were sitting on the sofa, also noticed the strangeness of their third sister and were a little confused. Their third sister was not like this on weekdays. She used to be the most annoyed with Su Xiaoyao, especially after Su Xiaoyao stole her necklace. She hated Su Xiaoyao even more, but why did she speak for Su Xiaoyao now? This change is too big. You still have the nerve to say me? I am not the only one in the Su family. If you sisters could care about him a little, you wouldn't be in such a state now. The girls were a little broken by this sentence. They all lowered their heads in disappointment and laughed at themselves. Yes, if they could put away their hateful faces and really care about him, Su Xiaoyao would not be farther and farther away from them. Okay. Let that rebel. Let him calm down outside first. I'll go find him myself after I finish the work at hand. After Su Zijin finished speaking, he sat on the sofa, closed his eyes and rubbed his eyebrows. Everyone went back to their rooms very tactfully. Su Xiaoyao. After returning to the room, Su Zijin immediately put on a cruel expression and said with gritted teeth. He now felt a sense of crisis. It was not difficult to hear from the words of the third sister Su Zijin today that her attitude towards Su Xiaoyao had obviously changed. The other sisters seemed to feel a little guilty, which made him hate Su Xiaoyao even more, and at the same time he felt a little uneasy. Another time, after Lin Wanxia brought Su Xiaoyao back to the apartment, she felt that Su Xiaoyao was a little absent-minded, just lowered his head and kept silent. She chuckled, stood on tiptoe, rubbed Su Xiaoyao's fluffy hair, and comforted him softly. Xiaoyao brother, don't be sad, sister is here, sister will always be with you. Su Xiaoyao was startled by this sudden action, but with this intimate action, Su Xiaoyao's face instantly blushed. He was just thinking about something, but it was not about the Su family. At this time, the Su family could not stir up any waves in his heart. He was thinking about whether he could win the lottery tomorrow, that's all, but he still blushed, smiled at Lin Wanxia, and said, I'm fine, Sister Wanxia. Seeing Su Xiaoyao's cheeks gradually relaxing, Lin Wanxia also breathed a sigh of relief. She was really afraid that Su Xiaoyao would be upset. After all, anyone would be sad if this happened to them. He had lost the love of his family since he was a child. He finally returned to his family, but what he faced was cold eyes. But if these things happened in his previous life, it would be a lie for Su Xiaoyao to say that he was not sad. He just couldn't express it, and no one would listen to him. Now, Su Xiaoyao has given up on that family. If he lives again, he will not repeat the mistakes of his previous life. The so-called greatest sorrow is the death of the heart. Having given up on that family, there is no such thing as sadness. In this life, he must cherish the person in front of him. Thinking of this, he looked at Lin Wanxia and said, "Sister Wanxia, let me cook today." Lin Wanxia looked surprised and asked doubtfully, "You? Can you cook?" "Tsk Sister Wanxia, don't look down on me, my cooking is delicious." "Okay, then I'll wait and see." Lin Wanxia's eyes smiled into crescents. It can be seen that she is really happy and enjoys the time alone with Su Xiaoyao, but at the same time she is also a little uneasy in her heart. "Wow, brother Xiaoyao, did you make all this? Your cooking skills are too good." Soon, Lin Wanxia's surprised chattering voice was heard. There was a whole table of dishes on the dining table, and every dish looked very appetizing. Lin Wanxia couldn't help but secretly tasted a few bites, and it was indeed delicious. "Brother Xiaoyao, wait a minute," Lin Wanxia said at the dinner table, and then ran to the kitchen in a hurry. Su Xiaoyao was a little confused, but he didn't say much, just waited quietly. Soon, Lin Wanxia came out with 2 bottles of red wine. "Hey, such a sumptuous dinner, it would be unfair to these dishes if you don't drink some wine, don't you think so, brother Xiaoyao?" that she said, and didn't forget to wink at Su Xiaoyao playfully. Su Xiaoyao smiled speechlessly, but still took the red wine from Lin Wanxia. After the two drank a few glasses of red wine, Lin Wanxia's face didn't change much, but Su Xiaoyao's cheeks were already red. He was not good at drinking, even in his previous life. "Brother Xiaoyao, will you return to the Su family?" Lin Wanxia, who had just finished a glass, asked this question abruptly, and there was a hint of panic and uneasiness in her eyes. After hearing this, Su Xiaoyao shook his head. Although he was half drunk, leaving the Su family seemed to have become his obsession. Even when he was completely drunk, he still would not forget what he thought in his heart. He shook his head. Although his eyes were a little blurry, he still looked at Lin Wanxia firmly and said, "Sister Wanxia, I won't go back. I am already full of disgust for that family. If I really go back, I might as well die directly." Before Su Xiaoyao finished speaking, a cold and delicate finger touched his lips. He stopped his unfinished words and whispered softly, "Don't talk nonsense, sister believes you." Lin Wanxia knew that what people say after being drunk is generally true, so this time he also completely believed that Su Xiaoyao would not return to the Su family. Next, the two of them toasted and exchanged cups, talking about everything. But Lin Wanxia did not continue to mention Su Xiaoyao's past sad things. She only held her chin with both hands and tilted her head to listen to Su Xiaoyao narrating some interesting things. Sometimes she would smile, and sometimes she would look at Su Xiaoyao with blurred eyes, full of tenderness. After 3 rounds of drinking, Su Xiaoyao was completely drunk and was helped back to the bedroom by Lin Wanxia, but just when Lin Wanxia wanted to help Su Xiaoyao lie down, she stumbled and fell directly on Su Xiaoyao, and Lin Wanxia's cheeks turned red instantly. "Sister Wanxia. I like you." Then, she could only hear Su Xiaoyao's heartbeat and his vague words coming from his mouth. "Stinky brother. I know." Lin Wanxia blushed and smiled gently, her eyes full of pampering and love. After covering Su Xiaoyao with the quilt, he looked at the sleeping Su Xiaoyao, chuckled, and slowly walked out of the bedroom. Chapter 12. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The first time he woke up, he was very upset. "Wow, my head hurts so much." The next morning, Su Xiaoyao woke up and rubbed his head, saying in pain. Suddenly, he shuddered and muttered nervously, "Oh no, I drank so much last night. I won't say anything I shouldn't say to Sister Wanxia. No, I must never drink so much again in the future." At this moment, he was a little annoyed and regretted drinking so much last night. With a nervous mood, he got dressed and got out of bed. Outside the bedroom, there was no one. Su Xiaoyao couldn't help feeling a little disappointed. thinking if he said something he shouldn't say last night, offending Sister Wanxia. While he was thinking, a doubtful voice sounded in his ears. "Why are you standing there? Hurry up and wash up and come to eat." Su Xiaoyao was startled and looked back. Lin Wanxia was putting 2 dishes on the table and smiling at him. Su Xiaoyao breathed a sigh of relief, but he still had a doubtful look while eating, and asked tentatively. "Sister Wanxia, I was drunk last night, did I say anything nonsense?" Lin Wanxia took a bite of the dish, put it in her mouth and chewed it, while smiling. "No." Hearing this, Su Xiaoyao breathed a sigh of relief, and the tense heart in his heart was completely let go. He was not afraid of anything else, but he was afraid that people would know that he was reborn. This was the biggest secret in his heart, and he couldn't tell anyone, and besides, if such a thing was told to others, no one would believe it, and they might even think he was crazy. He didn't want to make a fool of himself in front of Lin Wanxia and leave a bad impression on her. After dinner, Lin Wanxia sent Su Xiaoyao to school as usual, and when he arrived, Su Xiaoyao came to the door of the lottery center with a nervous mood. After taking a deep breath, he strode in. 10 minutes later, Su Xiaoyao came out with a happy face. Yes, he was lucky. One of the lottery tickets he bought with the memory of his previous life won 5 million. This was a huge sum of money for him, and it was enough for him to do many things. He gave the boss of the lottery center 100,000 yuan and told him to keep it secret for him. At the same time, he found someone and gave him 100,000 yuan to let him accept the interview for him. After rebirth, he knew that such things should not be high profile, otherwise it would be very troublesome if he was targeted by someone with bad intentions. Furthermore, he had to develop quietly so that he could take revenge on the Su family in the future, so he must not let anyone know about this, and wait until the critical moment to give the Su family a blow. How could he not take revenge on the Su family after his rebirth? Since they are ruthless, don't blame Su Xiaoyao for being ungrateful. And Su Zijin, just thinking of the name Su Zijin, Su Xiaoyao was full of anger. In the previous life, it was Su Zijin who provoked the relationship between him and the Su family bit by bit, making the Su family, who originally disliked Su Xiaoyao, hate him even more. And the last car accident. Thinking of this, a cold light flashed in Su Xiaoyao's eyes. After his death in the previous life, his soul floated in that world for a while. He also saw with his own eyes that Su Zijin gave the driver a sum of money and let him fly away. From that moment on, he understood everything. What accident? Bullshit. That was a deliberate murder, a murder that Su Zijin specifically targeted himself for. So, after he was reborn, he started the plan. The purpose was to make Su Zijin pay the price, and leaving the Su family was just the first step in the plan. After leaving the lottery center, Su Xiaoyao did not return to school, but went directly to a mobile phone store and spent 3,000 yuan to buy a smartphone. He still doesn't have a mobile phone. In the past 2 years at the Su family, he watched the family change Su Zijin's mobile phone one after another. He also envied it, but every time they said that they didn't buy him a mobile phone for his own good. After all, he was still in the learning stage, so they would buy him one in a few years. In the face of such words, Su Xiaoyao naively thought that his family was doing it for his own good. Now it's really ridiculous to think about it. In fact, love or not love can be seen at a glance. For Su Zijin, they are partial to him, but for Su Xiaoyao, they just think it's a shame. In fact, it's not that he likes mobile phones. The reason is that he may need a mobile phone for his next business. Summer vacation is coming soon, and he plans to use this summer vacation to develop the short video industry, because he knows that the short video industry will be popular soon. I remember that there was an internet celebrity in his previous life who made tens of millions of dollars in just 1 month by shooting short videos, and finally opened a studio of his own. So this time, he must seize this opportunity and start over. He doesn't want any family affection. The only thing he has to do now is to make money. Only by getting money can he have the opportunity to overthrow the Su family and truly avenge Su Zijin. In fact, when it comes to short videos, he already has his own track, that is the music track. In fact, he has also thought about developing other tracks, such as cars, food, and entertainment, but these are not what he is best at, so he thinks it is better to be stable and develop what he is good at first, and then consider other tracks when he opens a studio in the future. and he thinks he will definitely shine on this music track. The most important thing is, he is a reborn person. There are many popular songs in his previous life that have not been created yet, so he has absolute confidence in his music. It was noon when Su Xiaoyao returned to the classroom. At this time, the students had already gone to the cafeteria to eat. After Su Xiaoyao put his school bag back in the classroom, he also put his hands in his pockets and prepared to eat. Today, Su Zijin rarely asked him to go to the office, which happened to be a quiet place for him. Hero, here. As soon as he entered the cafeteria, Su Xiaoyao heard someone calling him. After looking around, he found that it was Fatty Wang. Then he got the food and walked towards him quickly. Fatty Wang had already reserved a seat for himself, and there was another person at the table. His name is Su Jia, and he is also one of Su Xiaoyao's few good friends. The three of them are called the Campus Iron Triangle. He always likes to wear glasses, but he is not nearsighted. Su Xiaoyao and Wang Pengzi once asked him why. He just shook his hair and said two words with a face that deserved a beating. Pretending. When Su Xiaoyao died in the previous life, Su Jia was not in China, but was sent abroad by his father to study. He came back the second month after Su Xiaoyao's death. He stood in front of Su Xiaoyao's tomb for a whole day, and then, like Wang Pengzi, he went crazy looking for the driver who caused the accident. So for the two of them, Su Xiaoyao sincerely regarded them as brothers. Hero, what did you do in the morning? I didn't see you come to class. Wang Pengzi, who was stuffed with food, asked vaguely. Only he and Su Xiaoyao were in the same class. As for Su Jia, he was in the same class with Su Xiaoyao and Wang Pengzi in elementary school, but later, when the classes were divided, he was not assigned to the class of Su Xiaoyao and Wang Pengzi, so he didn't know that Su Xiaoyao didn't come to school in the morning. I had something to do in the morning, so I was delayed. Su Xiaoyao said naturally, and didn't tell Wang Pengzi what he was doing. Wang Pengzi naturally didn't care about these things, but Su Jia beside him poked Su Xiaoyao with his arm and said with a wink. Hey, hero, look, is Qingmei over there staring at you? After hearing this, Su Xiaoyao looked towards the corner that Su Jia pointed to. He found that Qingmei was indeed staring at him, but after seeing Su Xiaoyao's gaze, he turned his head and looked elsewhere. You saw it wrong. Su Xiaoyao ignored it and lowered his head to continue eating. Really? But I just saw him looking at you. Su Jia said with some reluctance. Hurry up and eat. I have something to talk to you two about after dinner. Su Xiaoyao did not continue on this topic. What would it matter if Qingmei looked at him or not? He had already made up his mind to cut off all ties with her. If she continued to pursue him, it would be a disgrace to herself. Chapter 13. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After dinner, the three of them walked aimlessly on the playground. At this time, Su Xiaoyao looked at the two of them and said seriously. I have something to do with you too. Su Jia on the side said carelessly. Just say whatever you want to say. We are brothers, so why do you have to be so nagging like a woman? Fatty Wang on the other side also nodded, but his mouth was still full of food, so Su Xiaoyao didn't hear what he said clearly, but he knew that he and Su Jia should have the same meaning. Su Xiaoyao looked at Fatty Wang and was speechless for a while. This guy really lives up to his nickname. He is either eating or on his way to eat. Which of you two knows that kind of private detective? The two of them were obviously stunned when they heard this, and Su Jia spoke first. What do you want to find a private detective for? Fatty Wang also looked at Su Xiaoyao with a puzzled look, probably wondering too. Su Xiaoyao looked at them seriously and said. Of course you have something to do when you are looking for them. Who would go to them if there is nothing to do? But don't worry about what they are doing. Just tell me, do you know anyone? The two stared at Su Xiaoyao for a long time before they looked away. Su Jia said. I definitely don't know anyone. You know me. I'm still a student. How can I know such a person? But I can ask my dad for you. He may know someone. I'll ask for his contact information when the time comes. On the other side, Fatty Wang swallowed the last bite of food in his mouth, wiped his mouth and said. I'm the same as him. I don't know anyone either. I'll ask my dad after school. Su Xiaoyao looked at the two and was moved. They never needed a reason to help him. They always responded to his requests. They were good brothers. Thanks, brothers. Su Xiaoyao patted the two on the shoulders and thanked them softly. Get lost. Get lost. The two said in unison, and then laughed heartily. Both of them have good family backgrounds. Su Jie's family is in finance, and Wang Pengzi's family is in the wood business. They are both well known in Shenzhen. Although they are not as good as the leading enterprises of the Lin family, they can at least compete with the Su family. However, the two have always been very low-key, and few people know their family backgrounds, and this is why Su Xiaoyao asked them for help. The two of them naturally can't help him, but if he asks their father, he still has the ability to do so. After all, they are all famous businessmen here, and they know all kinds of people. Businessmen have extremely extensive connections, and the purpose of Su Xiaoyao looking for a private detective is to collect some evidence of Su Zijin framing him. In case of emergency, Su Zijin seems to be well behaved, but in fact he is cruel and ruthless. This can be seen from the fact that he designed to kill Su Xiaoyao in his previous life. Although he had left the Su family, he was inevitably plotted against by him, so leaving evidence in his hands in advance would also expose all his evil deeds to the public in the future. In fact, he could also go to Lin Wanxia for these things. After all, with the strength of her Lin family, if he wanted to find out what Su Zijin had done over the years, it is estimated that there is no need for any private detectives, as there are many talents in a company as big as their Lin group, but Su Xiaoyao did not want to trouble her. In his new life, he had to settle some things by himself, and some grievances had to be settled by himself to be satisfied. Moreover, Su Xiaoyao had already troubled Lin Wanxia a lot during this period, and it was embarrassing for a grown man to always ask a woman for help. In the classroom, Su Xiaoyao was still reviewing his lessons seriously, but unexpectedly, a beautiful figure suddenly rushed into the classroom. The person was Qingmei, who walked quickly towards Su Xiaoyao, and then pulled him up and left under the surprised eyes of his classmates and teachers. Su Xiaoyao was also confused by this action, and he didn't react until he left the classroom. He shook off Qingmei's hand and asked angrily. What are you doing? Qingmei turned around, her eyes instantly red, and she sobbed. Uncle Zhang was hit by a car and is still unconscious in the hospital. I just got the news, but I was scared and could only think of asking you to accompany me. Hearing this, Su Xiaoyao's pupils instantly dilated, staring at Qingmei, and said seriously. Is what you said true? Qingmei nodded with red eyes. Wait for me a moment. After Su Xiaoyao left a word, he turned back to the classroom. After asking for leave from the teacher, he left his mobile phone number to Fatty Wang and told him. Fatty, this is my mobile phone number, save it. In addition, after school, you go to the school gate to wait for Sister Wanxia, and then give her my mobile phone number. Tell her I have something to do, and ask her to call me when the time comes. After that, he picked up his school bag and ran out. Hey, what are you doing? Faced with Fatty Wang's question, Su Xiaoyao did not explain too much, and left anxiously. This Uncle Zhang is the man who adopted Qingmei from the orphanage. His name is Zhang Feng, and he is a professor at the university. He was a very nice and kind person. After taking Qingmei away, he would often come to the orphanage to visit Su Xiaoyao. He bought him some daily necessities and donated some money. Before he was taken away by the Su family, some of his tuition fees were also funded by Zhang Feng. Although he often received some scholarships at that time, Uncle Zhang still insisted on giving him financial support. This is why Su Xiaoyao was very grateful to him. He was so anxious when he learned that he was hospitalized. Soon, the two came to the hospital and saw Qin, who was anxiously wandering outside the operating room. She is Zhang Feng's wife and also a professor at the university. The two met in college in their early years and then got married. Because they were busy with work in the early years, they delayed having children, so when they reached middle age, they couldn't have one anymore. That's when the two went to the orphanage to adopt Qingmei back. Qingmei. Xiaoyao. When Qin saw Su Xiaoyao and Qingmei coming, she greeted them and hurried over. Her eyes were red, and it seemed that she had just cried. Aunt Chen, how is Uncle Zhang? Su Xiaoyao asked anxiously. Chen Yaji sighed and said with a crying voice. I don't know, the doctor, the car opposite must be driving very fast, and it has injured the internal organs. I'm afraid. After hearing this, Shen Qingya couldn't hold it back for a moment, sobbing loudly, tears pouring down, and Su Xiaoyao's heart tightened, and his expression was very worried, but he still spoke to comfort. Don't worry, Aunt Chen, Uncle Zhang is a lucky man, and he will definitely get through this difficult time. Chen Yaji nodded with some difficulty, and then Su Xiaoyao helped her to sit on the chair outside the operating room and wait. Chapter 14. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After 10 minutes. Brother Xiaoyao. Su Xiaoyao heard the call and looked up. It was Lin Wanxia in formal clothes. It seemed that she had just got off work and rushed over. After Lin Wanxia arrived, she walked quickly to Su Xiaoyao, grabbed Su Xiaoyao's arm, and said anxiously. You scared me to death. I thought something happened to you. What could happen to me? Su Xiaoyao scratched his head and smiled. He didn't expect Lin Wanxia to worry about him so much. When he thought of her anxious look, Su Xiaoyao felt a little guilty and blamed himself for not explaining it clearly. At the same time, seeing Lin Wanxia caring about her so much, she felt warm in her heart. Why didn't you explain it clearly on the phone? Lin Wanxia rolled her eyes at him unhappily. When she heard that Su Xiaoyao was in the hospital just now, her mind went blank and she almost flew over. Fortunately, Su Xiaoyao was not in trouble, otherwise she would really go crazy. Hello, Dr. Lin. Shen Qingya, who was standing by, saw that Lin Wanxia and Su Xiaoyao were so close, and suddenly felt jealous, but she still went forward to say hello. After all, Lin Wanxia was also a doctor in the school clinic before, and she usually took good care of Shen Qingya. Qingya, you are here too? Lin Wanxia looked at Shen Qingya standing by and asked in surprise. Previously, she was busy looking at Su Xiaoyao and did not notice Shen Qingya standing by. Dr. Lin, the one who is doing the surgery is my adoptive father. After hearing this, Lin Wanxia suddenly showed an expression of sudden enlightenment, and then comforted softly. Is that so, Qingya? Don't worry, the current medical technology is so advanced, your adoptive father will definitely get through the difficulties smoothly. Shen Qingya nodded gently after hearing this, but a trace of tears still emerged in her red eyes. Perhaps Zhang Feng was injured too seriously. The operation took a long time, and Lin Wanxia did not leave, but accompanied Su Xiaoyao here to wait. During this period, Su Xiaoyao asked Lin Wanxia to go back first more than once, but Lin Wanxia refused. Everyone waited until the lights in the operating room went out before standing up in a hurry. After hearing the doctor say the operation was very successful, and the patient is temporarily out of danger. Only then did he breathe a sigh of relief. Outside the ward, Su Xiaoyao looked at Chen Xiaoji and said. Aunt Chen, you and Shen Qingya go back and rest first, I'll take care of Uncle Zhang. At this time, Shen Qingya on the side also hurriedly said. Yes, Aunt Chen, you go back and rest first, Xiaoyao and I will take care of Uncle Zhang together. As soon as the words came out, Su Xiaoyao frowned slightly, obviously somewhat resistant to Shen Qingya, but because of Chen Xiaoji's presence, he didn't care too much about these things, just kept silent. Shen Qingya saw Su Xiaoyao didn't speak, and her eyes dimmed a little. How can this be done? You and Qingya are in the learning stage now. You must rest well, otherwise it will delay your studies. Just listen to me, I'll take care of your Uncle Zhang, you two hurry back and rest. For a university professor, Chen Xiaoji can be said to regard learning as very important, so no matter how the two persuaded her, she refused to agree. Of course, if Zhang Feng, who is also a university professor, was awake at this moment, he probably wouldn't agree. They value learning even more than life, otherwise they wouldn't have devoted the first half of their lives to school, so that in the end they didn't even have a child. Su Xiaoyao wanted to say something else, but after seeing Chen Xiaoji's eyes that could not be rejected, he finally compromised. Aunt Chen, I'll come to see you tomorrow. In the end, Su Xiaoyao still couldn't turn Chen Xiaoji around, and after saying hello, he was ready to leave. Aunt Chen, goodbye. Auntie, goodbye. Seeing Su Xiaoyao was about to leave, Qingmei and Lin Wanxia also followed and said goodbye to Qin Xiaoji. Okay, thank you for your trouble, drive slowly on the road. After leaving the hospital, Su Xiaoyao and Lin Wanxia walked straight to the red Lamborghini. It's her. Qingmei recognized the car and murmured in surprise, isn't this the car that sent Su Xiaoyao to the school gate that day? But she didn't expect that the owner of this car was Lin Wanxia. In an instant, a sense of crisis surged in her heart. As a woman's intuition, she felt that the relationship between Su Xiaoyao and Lin Wanxia was not that simple, or it can be said that Lin Wanxia's approach to Su Xiaoyao is definitely not as simple as simply recognizing Su Xiaoyao as a younger brother. This can be seen from the look in Lin Wanxia's eyes when she looks at Su Xiaoyao. There is always love in her eyes when she looks at Su Xiaoyao, and this love has surpassed the relationship between a sister and a brother, especially in the hospital. The look in Lin Wanxia's eyes when she looks at Su Xiaoyao and her intimate movements, it makes her heart feel blocked and very uneasy at the same time. Su Xiaoyao ignored Qingmei and got in the car directly. Brother Xiaoyao, you and that Qingmei. In the car, Lin Wanxia hesitated to speak, but finally expressed her doubts, because as a woman, she also has a kind of intuition in her heart. That is, the relationship between Su Xiaoyao and Qingmei is not as simple as classmates. In the face of Lin Wanxia's doubts, Su Xiaoyao just sighed softly, and then told the relationship between the two. After hearing this, Lin Wanxia pouted, obviously a little jealous. Since she treated you like this, why did you come here today? Lin Wanxia asked again, with a sour tone. No, I didn't come here because of her, but because of Uncle Zhang and Aunt Chen. They have always been very good to me and treat me as their own child. So, if Uncle Zhang gets into trouble, I have no reason not to come. After hearing Su Xiaoyao's explanation, Lin Wanxia showed a look of sudden enlightenment. As for Qingmei, Su Xiaoyao hesitated for a moment, and then continued. As for Qingmei, I have already let her go. There is no need for me to get entangled with someone who doesn't love me at all. After hearing this, Lin Wanxia smiled at the corner of her mouth for a moment, but it disappeared quickly, and then she asked tentatively. But the way I saw her look at you today, she clearly still likes you. Is there really no possibility between you two? Su Xiaoyao said. Qing was slightly stunned, then shook his head, smiled self-deprecatingly, and said. It's impossible. From the moment she abandoned me and chose Su Zijin, from the moment she didn't believe in me, there was no possibility between us, because she abandoned me and our vows. So even if she says she loves me now, I may turn back. In this life, I may have a lover, but it will definitely not be her. Hearing this, Lin Wanxia's eyes lit up instantly, and the smile on her mouth deepened. Wan. Sister Wanxia, did you encounter anything happy today? On the road, Su Xiaoyao turned his head to look at Lin Wanxia, who was driving, and asked tentatively. Lin Wanxia heard this and asked with some doubt. No. Then why do I think you look very happy? Su Xiaoyao looked at Lin Wanxia's smiling mouth and asked. Lin Wanxia was stunned for a moment, then reacted and smiled playfully. If you say so, I really encountered a happy thing today. Su Xiaoyao was instantly interested when he heard it, and asked hurriedly. What happy thing is it, Sister Wanxia? Tell me about it. I won't tell you. Chapter 16. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The weather was very hot, but the weather was very hot. In the taxi, Su Xiaoyao was in a daze, and the scene in the morning kept appearing in his mind. When he reacted, the taxi had already arrived at the hospital. After getting off the car, he touched his hot cheeks, coughed dryly, and walked into the hospital. In the ward, Zhang Feng was still in a coma, and Qin Xiaoji in front of the bed looked extremely haggard at the moment, but fortunately, he looked in good spirits. Zhang Feng was out of danger, and she didn't have to worry so much. Xiaoyao, you're here. Seeing that the person coming was Su Xiaoyao, Qin Xiaoji stood up and greeted him. Aunt Chen, I'm here to see Uncle Zhang. Su Xiaoyao also greeted him, and then continued. Aunt Chen, you've been guarding all night, go and have a rest, I'll take care of Uncle Zhang. Xiaoyao, I'm fine, Chen Xiaoji was about to speak when Su Xiaoyao interrupted her. I'm fine, Aunt Chen, I can keep up with my studies, and tomorrow is the weekend, so it doesn't matter if I miss one more day. Su Xiaoyao was not exaggerating, he had always been a good student, and he had always been in the top 3 in his grade. It's just that the people in the Su family in the previous life put their minds on Su Zijin, and they didn't realize that he was a good student. Chen Yaji wanted to say something, but before she could say anything, Su Xiaoyao pushed her out with a smile. After Chen Yaji left, Su Xiaoyao took out his books and prepared to review his lessons. After all, the college entrance examination was coming soon, although it was not difficult for him to get into a better university with his grades. However, due to the regrets of his previous life, he still wanted to make up for it in this life. In his previous life, his grades were always among the best, and he was also the most likely to be admitted to a 985 university in the entire Shenzhen. It was just because his father Su Jingua's company was in need of people, and his father did not want to delay Su Zijin's studies, so Su Xiaoyao was asked to assist his third sister Su Zijin to manage the company. At that time, Su Xiaoyao did not reject Su Jingua because of his studies. On the contrary, he was complacent and thought that he could finally help his father, but just as he was working diligently in the company to manage all the business and help his father to develop and expand the company, who would have thought that after Su Zijin came back from abroad, Su Jingua actually let him take over the company directly. Then he kicked Su Xiaoyao out of the company, and Su Xiaoyao realized that everything he did was just a dowry for others. His father never thought of letting him take over the company, and never loved him. All they had in their eyes was Su Zijin, and they never cared about him at all. What he thought was just wishful thinking, so in this life, he would not repeat the same mistakes again. He wanted to live for himself and fight for his ideals once. On this windy day I tried to hold your hand. Soon, his cell phone rang. Although it was an unfamiliar number, he still put it to his ear and answered it. Hello. Hero, it's me, Fatty. Then, the big tongue of Fatty Wong was heard. Su Xiaoyao was stunned, and then realized why Fatty Wong called him, but he still pretended to be puzzled and asked. Fatty, what's the situation? What else could it be? Didn't you ask me to find a private detective for you? I asked for you, but my dad said their fee standard is not low, you have to be mentally prepared. After hearing this, although Su Xiaoyao knew this result, he couldn't help laughing. Money is not a problem, Fatty, thank you. Get lost. Fatty Wong cursed with a smile for Su Xiaoyao's thanks, and then hung up the phone. After a while, Su Xiaoyao received a text message. There was nothing in the text message, only a phone number. Su Xiaoyao knew that this was the phone number of the private detective that Fatty Wong mentioned. He laughed and said to himself, what a good brother. At the same time, a strange number also called. After Su Xiaoyao answered the call, he recognized Su Jie's voice. Su Xiaoyao could naturally guess what he was doing. The two chatted briefly for a while and then hung up the phone. Su Xiaoyao received another message soon. When he opened it, he saw another phone number. Su Xiaoyao knew that this was the phone number of the private detective sent by Su Jie, but when he opened the number to check, Su Xiaoyao's face darkened. This number is exactly the same as the one that Fatty Wong just sent. If I had known, I wouldn't have needed Su Jie's help. Now, I didn't help him, and I still owed Su Jie a favor. After shaking his head and smiling, Su Xiaoyao lowered his head again and began to review his lessons. Bang, bang, bang. A knock on the door sounded, and Su Xiaoyao raised his head and was about to get up to open the door. Unexpectedly, the door was suddenly opened, and Shenqinya, who was out of breath, came into view. Su Xiaoyao frowned and thought to himself, why is she here? Seeing this, Shenqinya smiled awkwardly, and then said. Aunt Chen said that she was afraid that you would be bored here, so, let me come here to accompany you to take care of Uncle Zhang. After hearing this, Su Xiaoyao said, oh, and then sat down and continued to read with his head down. Since it was Qin Xiaoji who said it, Su Xiaoyao naturally couldn't refute anything. It is estimated that she saw that she and Shenqinya should have some conflicts recently, so she took this opportunity to create some space for the two. Shenqinya, who was standing aside, saw Su Xiaoyao's attitude, and her eyes dimmed a little. But she still forced a smile and sat next to Su Xiaoyao. In this regard, Su Xiaoyao did not say anything. A person who has let go, even if she does anything, can't make Su Xiaoyao stir up a wave, let alone make Su Xiaoyao look back. Soon, another round of high-heeled footsteps sounded. Su Xiaoyao ignored it, just thought it was someone who came to visit the family, but as the footsteps got closer, Su Xiaoyao realized that something was wrong. Just when he wanted to get up to check, who would have thought that the door was opened at this time? Sister Wanxia. Dr. Lin. Su Xiaoyao and Qingmei spoke at the same time, and the person who came was Lin Wanxia. She was wearing a white short-sleeved top that exposed her collarbone, and tight jeans, which showed off her figure to the fullest. She looked sexy and curvy. She seemed to have dressed up today. Her hair, which was originally tied up, had been curled into waves and spread out. With her delicate face, she was simply an abstinence goddess. After Lin Wanxia opened the door, she breathed a sigh of relief when she saw the book in Su Xiaoyao's hand, but the look she gave Qingmei was not very kind. Sister Wanxia, why are you here? Su Xiaoyao asked with some confusion. Normally, shouldn't Lin Wanxia go to work today? After hearing this, Lin Wanxia thought to herself. Why am I here? If I don't come again, my future husband will be stolen away by someone else, and by his first love. Thinking of this, Lin Wanxia looked at Qingmei with a hint of hostility. Chapter 18. You are listening at novelfull.audio. On this side, Su Xiaoyao and Lin Wanxia drove back to the apartment. On the way, both of them were very embarrassed, obviously. Without Qingmei's arrival, Lin Wanxia's skin was not so thick. She drove with a red face all the way. As for Su Xiaoyao, he wanted to find some topics to break the embarrassment, but he couldn't say it when the words came to his lips. Looking at Lin Wanxia's red face, he seemed to understand what was going on, so he kept silent all the way, until he returned to the apartment. Su Xiaoyao wanted to go directly into the bedroom, but before he stepped in, he heard a voice in his ear. That Xiaoyao brother, eat before going to sleep. Seeing that Lin Wanxia had already spoken with a red face, Su Xiaoyao did not dare to refuse anymore, and could only speak awkwardly. Okay. Okay. At the dinner table, the two of them were eating with their heads down as before, and no one was embarrassed to speak first. After a while, Su Xiaoyao coughed dryly and said. That. Sister Wanxia, I want to discuss something with you. Lin Wanxia was stunned, then raised her head. Her eyes were a little evasive, but she still pretended to be indifferent and said. Well, what is it? Tell me. I want to move out after the college entrance examination. No. Lin Wanxia slapped the table and refused anxiously. I don't know if it was an instinctive reaction or she was really angry, but she looked a little flustered and angry at the moment. This move scared Su Xiaoyao a lot, and his whole body shuddered, thinking, what does Sister Wanxia mean? Is she angry? That shouldn't be the case. On the other side, Lin Wanxia may have realized that her behavior was a bit too sudden. She changed her previous excitement, looked at Su Xiaoyao, and said in a different tone. Why are you moving out, Xiaoyao brother? Isn't it good to live here? Facing Lin Wanxia's doubts, Su Xiaoyao also smiled and explained. It's not that I live badly, but the main reason is that summer vacation is coming soon. I'm preparing to do self-media shooting. I'm afraid that I will disturb Sister Wanxia at that time. Besides, this. Men and women should not be intimate. I can't always live with you. If it gets out, it will also affect Sister Wanxia's reputation. Lin Wanxia was about to say something, but suddenly her eyes turned, and then she smiled and said. Okay, but if you find a good place to live, you must tell me. Okay. After a simple conversation, the two fell into silence again. How could the always smart Lin Wanxia not know what Su Xiaoyao was thinking? What about being afraid of being affected by self-media shooting? This guy must feel that it is inconvenient to live with him. In addition to what happened in the morning, he felt a little embarrassed, so he thought about moving out. However, Lin Wanxia did not stop him, and seeing her smiling face, it is estimated that she has some plans again. The next morning, after Su Xiaoyao had dinner, he said to Lin Wanxia. Sister Wanxia, I will go out first, and then go to the hospital to see Uncle Zhang Feng. Lin Wanxia nodded and smiled. Okay, then you go first, and I will accompany you to the hospital after I finish my work. Lin Wanxia did not ask Su Xiaoyao what he was going to do, because as long as Su Xiaoyao did not go to the hospital to be alone with Qingmei, she would be relieved. It happened that she could go to the company to deal with some things. I was delayed for a day because I went to the hospital yesterday, so I have to go today. After Su Xiaoyao went out, he called the private detective and the two agreed to meet in a nearby coffee shop, and then hung up the phone, because Su Xiaoyao was closer. He arrived at the coffee shop first, found a private room, and waited inside. About half an hour later, the private detective opened the door of the private room and came in. Su Xiaoyao took a rough look. The man was about 1.78 meters tall, with short hair, giving people a very refreshing feeling. He was wearing sunglasses on his face. He looked about 34 or 35 years old. Hello, is this Mr. Su? As soon as the man entered the room, he began to ask Su Xiaoyao. Su Xiaoyao heard this, and then continued to drink coffee. When meeting for the first time, you must give him a sense of oppression, especially for someone like Su Xiaoyao who looks pretty and looks like a student. If they, who have been in the society for many years, know that Su Xiaoyao is still a student, they will definitely raise the price to the death. Although Su Xiaoyao now has a huge amount of money, that money is not blown by the wind, so when meeting for the first time, you must suppress him in terms of momentum. As long as you suppress him, the subsequent conversation will be much smoother. Hello, Mr. Su, my name is Lu Baoqing, nice to meet you. Lu Baoqing saw that Su Xiaoyao's tone was neither salty nor light, so he had to step forward, stretched out his hand, and said with a flattering face, but Su Xiaoyao just glanced at him lightly, and then lowered his head to continue drinking tea. After taking a sip, he slowly said, "Sit down." Seeing this, Lu Baoqing smiled awkwardly, and then took back the hand he had stretched out. After sitting down, Su Xiaoyao didn't say anything, just took out a photo, and then drank coffee by himself. After Lu Baoqing looked at Su Xiaoyao, he carefully picked up the photo, looked at it, and said to Su Xiaoyao in surprise, "This." Su Zijin, the young master of the Su group. Su Xiaoyao nodded and mocked himself. Fortunately, I left the Su family in this life, otherwise I would have become a laughing stock. Such a small figure knows that the real young master of the Su family is Su Zijin, which shows how much the Su family values him. After thinking back, Su Xiaoyao looked at Lu Baoqing and said seriously, "I want all his information, and all the places he went in and out of and his consumption records. Can you do it?" Seeing this, Lu Baoqing immediately became dramatic, looking at Su Xiaoyao with a somewhat embarrassed face and said, "This. Mr. Su, you also know that this is the young master of the Su family, so." Seeing this, Su Xiaoyao sneered in his heart, and then interrupted Lu Baoqing's unfinished words with an indifferent expression. "If it's embarrassing, forget it, you can go." Su Xiaoyao knew that this was Lu Baoqing playing a trick with him, and the purpose was to raise the price. Lu Baoqing on the opposite side was stunned when he heard this, thinking, what's wrong with this kid? Why doesn't he play by the rules? But he still hurriedly explained to Su Xiaoyao. "No, Mr. Su, I just haven't mentioned the price yet." Seeing this, Su Xiaoyao knew that the matter was done. Under his pressure, he probably wouldn't dare to raise the price with him anymore. He just needed to talk about the price with confidence, but Su Xiaoyao still pretended to be calm and said, "Oh. Then tell me, how much is it?" 100,000. Chapter 19. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The two of them agreed to pay the price. 100,000, 100,000. Okay, deal. Lu Baoqing said this number with a guilty conscience, and was worried that Su Xiaoyao would think it was too expensive. Unexpectedly, Su Xiaoyao's happy deal made him look happy, but in fact, the price of 100,000 yuan was already very fair. With 100,000 yuan, he could avenge Su Xiaoyao's previous life, and Su Xiaoyao felt it was a good deal, so the two of them quickly made a happy decision. After Su Xiaoyao left him a deposit of 20,000 yuan and added each other as a friend, Su Xiaoyao signaled Lu Baoqing to leave. In order not to attract attention, Su Xiaoyao stayed in the box for a while before getting up and leaving. There was no way. He couldn't reveal his purpose at this moment. Once Su Zijin noticed it, everything he did would be in vain. Although Su Zijin couldn't make any big waves, he had the entire Su family behind him. The Su family was too powerful in Shunqing. Although it was not as powerful as the Lin family, it was also the most powerful one, and his father Su Jinghua and mother Lu Feng loved Su Zijin very much. When the time came, Su Zijin could easily mobilize the power of the Su family to target him. At that time, he would be more passive. After sitting for a while, Su Xiaoyao got up and prepared to leave, but as soon as he got up, his phone rang. After seeing that the caller was Lin Wanxia, Su Xiaoyao quickly answered the phone. "Hello, Sister Wanxia, what's wrong? Where are you, Brother Xiaoyao?" Soon, Lin Wanxia's pleasant voice came from the other end of the phone. After listening, Su Xiaoyao responded. "I'm outside, preparing to go to the hospital to see Uncle Zhang." "That's perfect. I'm done with my work. Where are you? I'll pick you up and we'll go together." "Okay, I'll send you the location now." After hesitating for a while, Su Xiaoyao decided to tell Lin Wanxia his location. After hanging up the phone, Su Xiaoyao sent the location to Lin Wanxia, then he sat down again and waited quietly for Lin Wanxia. On the other side, Lin Wanxia frowned slightly after seeing the location sent by Su Xiaoyao while sitting in the car, but she didn't say anything. She stepped on the accelerator and drove straight to where Su Xiaoyao was. Looking very anxious, Lin Wanxia drove very fast and arrived at the coffee shop where Su Xiaoyao was in about 10 minutes. At this time, Su Xiaoyao was still drinking cold coffee in the box. Suddenly, a hurried voice sounded, and the back door was pushed open, revealing Lin Wanxia's beautiful face. Her pretty face was a little rosy, her breathing was a little rapid, and there seemed to be sweat on her forehead, which made some of her bangs stick to her forehead. As soon as she entered the room, she began to look around. After seeing that Su Xiaoyao was the only one in the box, her eyes were fixed on Su Xiaoyao again, and there was a little nervousness in her eyes. Su Xiaoyao was a little confused by her action. She looked at Lin Wanxia at this moment, and felt like she was caught cheating, which made him feel uncomfortable. "Who are you drinking coffee with here?" Lin Wanxia stared at Su Xiaoyao with her eyes, and asked in a nervous voice. Su Xiaoyao was stunned, then looked at Lin Wanxia and said with a smile. "Sister Wanxia, sit down for a while." Lin Wanxia heard this, looked at Su Xiaoyao, and sat down. Then, Su Xiaoyao smiled and explained to Lin Wanxia. "Sister Wanxia, I was just chatting with a private detective." Lin Wanxia was stunned, and asked with some doubts. "Private detective?" Su Xiaoyao nodded, and then continued. "I have thought about it. Although I have left the Su family, I will not let them off so easily. I will make them pay for the grievances and humiliations I suffered in the Su family." Speaking, Su Xiaoyao did not forget to look at Lin Wanxia's relaxed brows, and then continued. "I have been in the Su family for many years and learned too many biological loopholes of the Su family and all the evil deeds of Su Zijin, but I have no evidence, so I am not enough to bring them down by myself, so I need a private detective to help me collect evidence, so that I can completely retaliate against them." After that, Su Xiaoyao looked at Lin Wanxia again and asked cautiously. "Sister Wanxia, do you think I am too ungrateful?" Lin Wanxia shook her head immediately after hearing this, and then said. "No, Brother Xiaoyao, I agree with you, because if I were you, I might do something even more ruthless than you. It's not your fault, it's just that they are too inhuman. You are obviously the biological son, but they still want to reverse right and wrong to believe the adopted son. If they really like the adopted son, they shouldn't have taken you back to the Su family, but they took you back to the Su family and ridiculed and humiliated you in every way. For this reason, everything you did is not excessive at all." Speaking of this, Lin Wanxia looked at Su Xiaoyao and pretended to be sad and said. "But why didn't you come to me? You clearly know that I can help with this matter, or you don't treat me as a family member at all." Su Xiaoyao heard this and shook his head violently, like a rattle, and said in panic. "No, Sister Wanxia, I'm not." But before he could finish, He was interrupted by Lin Wanxia's voice with a little grievance, as if she was going to cry in the next second. "You make me so sad." After hearing this, Su Xiaoyao was completely panicked, and he grabbed Lin Wanxia's slender hand and said anxiously. "No, Sister Wanxia, really not, I just don't want to trouble you." Seeing Su Xiaoyao holding her hand, Lin Wanxia's ears instantly turned red, but she still pretended to be calm and said. "Okay, then I believe you once, but next time if there is something, you must tell me, otherwise I won't treat you as my brother." Seeing this, Su Xiaoyao quickly agreed. For some reason, seeing Lin Wanxia's sad look just now made him feel panic in his heart for no reason. However, after feeling that he was still holding Lin Wanxia's hand tightly, he was so scared that he quickly withdrew his hand, and his face instantly turned red, seeing Su Xiaoyao's nervous look. Lin Wanxia on the opposite side raised her lips unconsciously and thought to herself. "This silly brother's anxious look is so cute. Besides, I don't treat you as my brother anymore, but I can treat you as something else. For example, husband. Let's go." After thinking about it, Lin Wanxia stood up, picked up her bag and was about to turn around and leave, but then she heard a voice behind her. "Sister Wanxia, since you're here, do you want to have a cup of coffee before leaving?" Su Xiaoyao asked tentatively behind her. "Okay, then you treat me." No problem, no problem." Su Xiaoyao responded with a smile. That's right, the two of them have never had coffee together before, but Lin Wanxia took Su Xiaoyao to a booth outside, and it was by the window. I guess she wanted everyone to see them and mistakenly think they were lovers. Chapter 20. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After the two came out of the cafe, it was already noon. After coming out, they didn't delay any more and drove directly to the hospital with Lin Wanxia. After getting off the car, Lin Wanxia hugged Su Xiaoyao's arm. Su Xiaoyao was a little overwhelmed by her action. He just turned his head to look at Lin Wanxia. Just when he was about to speak, he was greeted by Lin Wanxia's beautiful eyes like water and her tough words. "What? I can't hug my brother's arm?" Su Xiaoyao was speechless by this sentence and simply closed his mouth. In the corridor of the hospital, Lin Wanxia hugged Su Xiaoyao's arm, happy as a flower, as if showing off her baby. The nurses in the hospital saw this scene and cast envious eyes at them. Yes, the two of them are so beautiful that they are the center of attention wherever they go. Lin Wanxia has a stunning beauty that is no less than any popular female star. Su Xiaoyao also has a handsome appearance and a gentle temperament. They are a perfect match. Soon, the two came to the ward. After opening the door, they saw Qin Xiaoji sitting at the head of Zhang Feng's bed and Qinqinya pacing back and forth in the ward. When Qinqinya saw Su Xiaoyao, her eyes lit up, but when she saw Lin Wanxia holding Su Xiaoyao's arm, her eyes dimmed again. Qinqinya was dressed very beautifully today, especially the hip skirt with black stockings on her lower body, which looked very seductive. Seeing this, Lin Wanxia hurriedly glanced at Su Xiaoyao, and then breathed a sigh of relief. And retracted her gaze, because at this time, Su Xiaoyao didn't even look at Qinqinya. His attention was all on Zhang Feng on the bed. This move made Lin Wanxia feel happy, and she immediately decided to change into black silk stockings when she returned, as a reward to someone. Auntie Xiaoyao, Wanxia, you are here. After a simple greeting, Su Xiaoyao urged Qin Xiaoji to go to rest. Qin Xiaoji shook her head helplessly, knowing that she couldn't beat Su Xiaoyao, so she didn't insist. After Qin Xiaoji left, Lin Wanxia and Qinqinya started the smokeless fight again. Su Xiaoyao was used to this, so he simply ignored the two and lowered his head to review his homework. Only occasionally did he take the water handed over by Lin Wanxia. As for Qinqinya on the side, Su Xiaoyao didn't pay any attention to her at all. However, she didn't care at all, and from time to time she lifted her long legs wrapped in black silk stockings to try to attract Su Xiaoyao's attention. Every time she saw Qinqinya's seductive posture, Lin Wanxia would show a cannibalistic look, but fortunately Su Xiaoyao's eyes were not attracted by Qinqinya. Lin Wanxia has also realized that she should take some action. Towards evening, Qin Xiaoji came back, and Su Xiaoyao and the others left the hospital. Naturally, after returning to the apartment and having dinner, Lin Wanxia returned to the bedroom and picked up the phone. "Hello, Secretary Wang, you will be tomorrow." On the other side, Su Xiaoyao just arrived in the bedroom and received a call from Fatty Wang. "Hello, hero, what are you doing?" The voice of Fatty Wang sounded on the other end of the phone. "I just lay down to sleep, what happened?" What's going on between you and Qingmei?" Su Xiaoyao frowned upon hearing this and asked in confusion. "It's the situation you know about, what's wrong?" Obviously Fatty Wang knew about the two of them, and also knew that Su Xiaoyao had given up on her, but Su Xiaoyao still didn't understand what Fatty Wang meant. Fatty Wang on the other end of the phone paused and said with a guilty conscience. "Is that so? She just asked me for your phone number. I thought you two should have reconciled, so." Su Xiaoyao immediately understood what was going on when he heard it. He slapped his forehead and said helplessly. "So you gave it to him?" Hee hee. I thought you two had reconciled, didn't I?" "Fatty Wang, it seems that you took my words as fart." No, that. I have something else to do, so I'll hang up first." Fatty Wang was obviously a little guilty in the face of Su Xiaoyao's questioning, so he just found an excuse to hang up the phone. Su Xiaoyao heard the beep sound in his ear, a little exasperated. Just as he was about to call Fatty Wang, he saw a strange number calling in. Su Xiaoyao hung up without thinking, because he knew that the person calling at this time was most likely Qingmei, but the phone seemed unwilling to give up, and called again, and the result was still the same. Su Xiaoyao hung up. Finally, when the number called for the 18th time, Su Xiaoyao answered the phone and said impatiently. "Hello, who is this?" There was silence on the other end of the phone for a while, and then said. "Brother Xiaoyao, it's me." Although he knew it was Qingmei a long time ago, he couldn't help but feel disgusted when he heard her voice, and said. "Oh, what's the matter?" I want to explain to you what happened between me and Su Zijin. You forget it, I don't want to listen, I want to rest, don't call me if you don't have anything in the future." With that, Su Xiaoyao hung up the phone. Qingmei on the other side heard it, her eyes instantly turned red, and she was about to explain anxiously, but then the sound of the phone being hung up came. At this moment, Qingmei couldn't hold it anymore, buried her head in the quilt, and then heard the sound of sobbing from the quilt. At the same time, Su Xiaoyao put down his mobile phone and lay on the bed staring at the ceiling in a daze. Suddenly, the bedroom door was knocked open, and then Lin Wanxia's delicate body fell to the ground. Su Xiaoyao was so scared that he hurriedly got out of bed and helped Lin Wanxia up, and then looked at her puzzled and asked. "Sister Wanxia, what are you doing?" Lin Wanxia was a little embarrassed, and didn't dare to look directly into Su Xiaoyao's eyes. She could only blush and explain hesitantly. I just passed by, and accidentally fell down." After that, he fled away. After returning to the room, he breathed a sigh of relief. It turned out that she had just heard the noise coming from Su Xiaoyao's room, so she went to check the door. It happened that Su Xiaoyao's bedroom door was not locked, but there was a crack, so she went forward to listen, and happened to hear Su Xiaoyao talking to Qingmei. Because Su Xiaoyao was on the hands-free mode, Lin Wanxia could hear everything Qingmei said clearly. She was so angry that her teeth itched, but there was no more noise as she listened, and she wanted to get closer to listen. As a result, she forgot that the door was not locked, so she stumbled into Su Xiaoyao's bedroom. However, after hearing Su Xiaoyao's attitude toward Qingmei, Lin Wanxia couldn't help but smile.